Hi, welcome. This is Told, and today we're looking at Jun Slimes. That's right. We got some black, red, and green. So, just wanted to take some of the best cards between, the 2 and 3 colors and put them into, a 3 color deck. And, utilize some of the cards that are, weren't available in the 2 color options. Like we got the boulder in there. So when you attack, double target creature's power until end of turn. And we're going with the Riveter's Charm, just one of. Maybe we could go with 2 if we could find some space. It's kind of hard. It might be good, but what it does, you could target opponent sacrifices their highest powered planeswalker or creature. Option 2 is you exile 3 cards from your library until end of turn you can play those cards. That one's kind of rough unless you have like 6 mana, so that you can get a slime. And then exit target player's graveyard. It's good for protection, against deadly cover up. That being said, maybe we just go with 1 Spire and put, 2 charms in there. I don't know. This is what I went with. Invigorating Hot Springs to give our slimes haste because, modified creatures you control have haste. So all the oozes that we create with Slime Against Humanity will have haste. We got some Blood Tide Harvester in there for some, creature control as our 2-drop, right? And then, it's black-red. So, a card that we wouldn't have seen in the original black-green deck or red-green deck, blah, 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 blah. Bringing back some old favorites with the Twin Inferno. Got the Reckless Stormseeker in there for haste as well. So if that's on the board, you cast a slime, you put the +1 on the slime, and then it gets haste. Obviously, if it's nighttime, it gets +2 and trample. They already have trample. It's not that important. And then, going with the Bitter Triumph, the black card of choice for removal because you can discard a slime from your hand and, get those even stronger. And a Freebooter's in there for some treasure, some scry action. It's a good chump blocker for our 1-drop. That replaces like the Maverick or some other, cards that, you might surveil or, do stuff with. So it's just a good, gives you mana ramp. Since we're playing 3 colors, we need that treasure token, possibly to help us out. And, we're going with 2 Shattered Spires in the deck. It's a legendary artifact, but you can cycle it for 2, which probably will never do. I always forget about. But, that is an option, so you could discard it to draw a card if you already have one in play and you don't want to keep the other one in your hand, and you have the mana to do it. But, you could tap it to put 2 +1 counters or put a +1 counter on a creature. But yeah, it's 2, I think, because if 1 or more +1 counters are put on a creature, then you put, another one as well. So it puts 2 +1/+1 counters on your slime. So it's a good way to buff our little 2/2 slime or 3/3 slime, that we started the game with. Or, if we put this out on turn 2 and we slime on turn 3, that first slime coming out without any milling or surveilling, with our surveil lands, would be a 4/4 slime. So that's a pretty good price range. That's what we want to have for our first slime that we cast is a 4/4. Because, green has, 4/4 Trampler for 3 mana. And we want to stay, we don't want to pay less for it, get less value. So that's the hope. Going with 1 Deep Proof Wayfinder so that, we get this out on turn 2. We attack in, we surveil, and, either we get a land or maybe we hit a slime. That can happen too. Got 2 Duresses in there to help out with controlling the creature, the opponent's hand, and kind of removing some of those removal spells that they have for our slime, or maybe a board wipe or something like that. And then, one of the new cards that we found in the tips deck, video deck, we're trying to slim out the slime deck, is the Analyze Pollen. Really great card. You could either, pay 1, search your library for a basic land, boom, put it out into play, bam, you could do that. Or you can collect evidence of 8 or more, right? And remove your Slime Against Humanity from your graveyard, so you can clean up your graveyard, protect you from, deadly cover-ups happening, and then you could search your library for a creature card. And this is the creature card that we're looking for, right? Like, we're going for the boulder, looking for the boulder. Maybe we go with the Flame Sage if we already went through our boulders, but that's kind of the idea of the deck. let's get into some games, see how we do. Okay, I could cast a spell on the draw, as always. Surveil first, might as well. We could just do it later. See what they're working with, huh? I don't know what that says about their deck. Are they just doing, you know, like a Jin? I don't need red mana. I don't think so. Next turn we free booty into Spire, I think. They don't. They have 2 kill spells on our slimes, so maybe we just get a slime out. Wow, they just drew another tainted. Wow. Let's just do this. They have 2. Oh, they got rid of one of the Fading Hopes. Ooh. They're gonna regret that. Yeah, maybe I did want that land. Try to get up to 3 lands. We do technically need a 4th land for our doubler. Oh dear. And another Fading Hope. So 1 more Fading Hope left in the deck, which is great for us. I wish you kept that Fading Hope. They probably have a lot of instant sorcery spells. What do we get rid of from them? The explosion, yeah. So they're probably trying to look to bring stuff back. Yeah, right there. Yeah. That's pretty good. Because it's going to go to nighttime in a second. We'll force them to have to cast spells on their turn. Taking 7. They're looking for a board wipe, maybe? It's not going to help them. So we'll lose the Storm Seeker. What's this? You know what? I'm going to take it. So they have 2 more of those sweepers. They probably run a Deadly Cover Up, which will probably end us if they find it. Is that instant speed? They do have Counterspell. Have I seen a mill a cover up? Judith. So this is a Judith deck. Nice. I mean, we don't have any way to get stuff back, so... I think we just cast another slime. See what they have. Put them down to dead. They have events. Oh. Okay. They're tapping out? I think I'm just gonna go for max damage then, maybe. They're really panicked. They're almost through their deck. I think we're just gonna attack in for this. Even though tapped out is really good. I have lethal on the board then, regardless of if they counter our guy or not. They could, you know, sweep the board again. We're starting to get above their 6. I don't know if this counts as 8. I wasn't paying attention when that damage came through. They're almost through their deck and I haven't seen nothing, so I don't know if, like, they could have another one. They could have one more Fading Hope. For them to be through so many cards. Okay. 2 mana left. Do they have the counter spell? You know I have the card. Do they have the 3rd Fading Hope? 4th Fading Hope? Nope. Alright. Alright, we got the Shattered Spire into Shattered Spire. We can cycle it. Discard, discard, and draw a card. We are gonna... So they have Field of Ruin, which is fine. We have black mana. We'll go grab red if they do that, right? Alright. A little bit on the cheaper. Like I said, we want this to be a 4/4 for 3 mana because that's a going raid in green. But a 3/3 or 3 mana is okay. Poison deck. We're looking for one more land. And one more of those and we'll be above. They don't even have black mana. Wow, they should Field of Ruin my non-basic. So they can get black mana. Alright. We will take a mountain then. I'm gonna pump that up on my turn. Because I know what they got. They got the 4/4, -4/-4 sorcery. They couldn't cast it because they didn't have any mana for it. And we're gonna put that out of range. And since they're playing black, well, I guess they still find a way to get rid of it. They could have 2 spells, but they only have 1 black mana. They're playing blue as well. It's interesting. Blue-black toxic. With creatures. think we could just cycle this Spire, but we're not gonna have time. We need to use the mana. Could have counter spells. We're at 1 poison. They're in trouble. They don't have any mana. They need to Field of Ruin another land. One of the moves that we could do, I think, is 2, 2, and 2. So we can double pump, right? Pump it up, cast this, keep the untapped one, and then retap it. I think that's what we're going to do on our turn. We're going to double pump for the victory. No proliferation to create the guy, right? Alright. Pump, double pump. Dang it. I was gonna pump, double pump. I go first? I'm keeping this. Looking for one more land. Hopefully we can draw it. At 9 cards, we have an above 33% chance. I think we have like a 50% chance. We did not draw it. Hopefully this survives because we need the land. And I would like to showcase the Wayfinder in this deck. Ideally, we would have got that out last turn. We could have tacked in this turn. Just kind of ramp us up. So it's either going to hit a land. Vampires, huh? We don't want a blocker. It seems so wasteful, but I'm gonna waste it. I don't want a blocker. And I don't want you having a second socialite. Yeah, that's perfect. Exactly why we want them. Because if they have another socialite in their hand, they attack in. I can't block it. It has menace for 1. And then... Okay. Thanks. I might mill a card. Might be another slime. Perfect. That's why you attack in first. Thanks. For the 5/5 for 3 mana, it's great. Do we double them? I think we do. Since we can cast it, why not? I'm gonna keep that on top. They could be deadly cover-up range, which would be devastating. But we do have the Wayfinder out there still. We do have lethal on board. We did have to get rid of our second boulder. We have no way to get it back. Analyze the Pollen doesn't get us anything besides a harvester. I think the dragon that can haste in. Hasty dragon it can find. I need another one. It's pretty good. We just attack in. Double this. can prevent 2 damage. I mean, they're gonna make a 3/3 next turn, right? If they cast an enchantment. Do we analyze the pollen? Are we scared of a deadly cover-up? Mama, hold me, I'm a little scared. How about that? I'm just gonna protect myself. Keldon's pretty good, actually. We can cast that this turn. There are some actual pieces in there that we can grab. I think protecting from the deadly cover-up, right? I don't mind keeping that on top. They have to block. They have 1 card left in hand. If it's deadly cover-up, I guess that sucks. But it's not. Let's see what they. Oh, come on. Let me just see what you have in your hand. Yeah, opponent goes first always. Why do you even tell me anymore? I don't understand. I don't even know why you informed me. No, I don't want that. I think we go slime. A whisper. That's pretty good. What else you got? Oh, T-Rex. Well, that didn't hit anything, so... You draw a card? Yeah. Like, what answer do you get? I don't have anything that's like burn them out. This is a creature. I mean, you can have your land. I'm not taking the damage. I'll attack you, I think, right? What do you do? Just play a card? So you get what, a slime? 2/2 slime? What is this? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 land away. Why are you carefully tapping? I see a 5/5 land. Yeah, bro. Oh, that's trample? That's okay. I want that treasure token. Yeah. Discard a card. Yeah. No, they don't have the lands to cast the Rex. They played a land again. Well, I think that's a good move. Enlist. Don't mind if I do. Oh, you're just taking the 8. Wow, really? I guess I should have played that first, huh? Ooh, shoot. Can they kill me? That's the question. Oh. Oh. Oops. I kept that on top. I paid 3 life. That's funny. Alright. We got 2 mana. We got all the colors that we need. We're on the play again? What is this today? Magic gods. Is that because we're playing red? We got the Wayfinder. Then we got Hasty Slimes. If we can find a land. As long as they don't leyline binding that. That could be a concern. We might slime first. Okay. We might not even have the ability to slime. We're gonna need this. We need this. Yes. 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 Oh, they have sweepers? Is this... They can cast 5 3/3s at once. They can... I'm just assuming it is. But they haven't shown like the other colors. That's a good card. It's real cheap when you just have to spend 1 to remove my creatures. I feel like they have leyline binding. They could have... that would be devastating too. You know, I'm gonna go with a haster next turn. Will it have counterspell? Shoot, wasn't even thinking that. Okay. Wow, that was a mistake on my part. I wasn't even thinking of that. So they probably have more counterspells. Just a control matchup. Another counterspell. Still good. I'm gonna give him the biggest creature I can. Do 0/5, please. Choose a pile to put into their hand. I probably should have did that a different way, but pay 3 life apparently. I mean, they have counterspell. Counters a 6/6 slime. That's probably game right there. Probably game right there. Probably. Oh no, I don't know how to play the game. I don't know how to play the game.
We can win this together.
I was too distraught. It's so. It's so bone crushing. You had the answer. I could just leave. That's my bad. The flyer you could deal with, right? Like I could deal with this flyer. Maybe I can't. 3 turns, 4 turns to you're dead. But they wouldn't have this 2/2. This would be gone. And you wouldn't be so dumb. Alright, and on that note, loser, you're done playing. Screwed up that last game. Had the Riveter's Charm. I don't know if we could win against that control deck. It would have been tough. You know, we already used the Bitter Triumph. We had one more removal spell for their flyer, which had a shield counter on it. So it would have been, we would have to put pressure on them with the slimes. We're getting into a bad place in that deck, in that game. Anyway, but I did mess up the Riveter's Charm. Other than that, the Boulder, pretty good. Pretty good surprise. Didn't really get to show off the Flame Sage in the games, but you know, in playtesting, it turns out pretty good. And the Wayfinder's pretty nice as well for that mana ramp when you get screwed. Didn't really see the Freebooter out as well, which makes me wonder if you can maybe put more Duresses in and more Pollens. I don't know. As a blocker, you know, we didn't quite see too many super fast aggro decks. So, you know, it might be good to have that in there, but maybe you just want more slimes and less freebooties. But the idea is that this helps you to get, you know, that if you're screwed on one color of mana, it allows you to get that other mana besides the green. Well, I guess you have black. I guess maybe it only helps you get red. But this has been told. Like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.